Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, what I'm excited to talk with you all about today is about how to healthily use the law of assumption, okay? And I'm not kidding about this at all in any way, shape, or form. Listen to me, please. When it comes to using the law of assumption or conscious manifesting as a whole, you guys have to understand, like, there are ways to manifest what we will, okay? And sorry, I'm petting my cat if my hand's going to the left. But I'm so serious, guys. You all have to understand, and I've learned for myself what it is to healthily manifest using the law of assumption. But the reason I say this, and I feel like this is a very important point, is because a lot of people accidentally end up using the law of assumption in a way that makes them feel insane, to say the least. And the reason I say this, that it makes them feel insane, is because, oh my goodness, the amount of things that I've seen about people who feel like they've been driving themselves nuts, affirming their heads off 24/7, people forcing themselves to use sats to go to sleep, state Atkin to sleep, just doing things that don't really resonate with them all the way through, right? And of course, there are different methods, techniques, all this other stuff that people can use in order to help them feel more aligned within the self-concept that they need to have what they want, right? But even throughout all this, and of course, there's always a healthy way to manifest, regardless. I mean, it's all good stuff, but some people, I feel, they don't really use it as correctly as they could, if that makes sense. You know, there's always a way, again, and there is no limitation towards how you manifest, but all I want to say is that I don't want anyone to feel mentally crazy, like they're going crazy, or as if it's triggering something within them that makes them feel like they have to take note of every single little thing going on within the law of assumption, because that has also happened as well. Some people really do take super seriously, I need to affirm all the damn time, and if I don't, I'm not getting what. Okay, like, let's take it back a notch. Yes, you should affirm if you do want to let yourself feel more confident in you saying that you have what you want and really empowering yourself all the way through deep down inside. But even throughout all that, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You can do everything that resonates with you, and that is what I had to learn to do for myself, and I'm gonna get into that. But okay, then let's just get into it. So with that being said, guys, let's get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about how to healthily use the law of assumption so that you can let this be as easy as possible for yourself and not stressful at all, okay? And this video, I feel, goes more towards the people who don't really know what they're doing fully. You know, some people are still finding out their way around. Some people just got thrown in the middle of the law. They found a video of the law of assumption, and now they're just watching a whole bunch of other videos, and they feel like they have to follow all of those rules and regulations that come with the law. And I'm just gonna tell you, there's any way that you can manifest with whatever way you want to, and that is exactly what I was saying about myself, all right? So as an example of what I was doing when I was manifesting using the law of assumption, I would say for the first year and a half, I think I was really trying to figure out my way around. Because during that time, I remember I did not feel as confident in myself as other people did, for one. But for two, I didn't realize that having a high self-concept was something that really helped out a lot. Because upon you having a good self-concept, you understand what it truly is to be empowered all the way through. And that is something that is very beautiful. But like I said, I struggled very much with this at one point because I felt as though I needed to listen to what everyone else was doing. And that is the first point I'm gonna make. To manifest healthily using the law of assumption, please stop listening to everyone and their mama. Of course, you can listen to people and take advices from them, and that's completely fine. But what I'm trying to say is that don't force something that doesn't fit, okay? If you're good at visualizing and you've noticed that throughout your life, every time you daydream something, it comes true, or when you go to sleep at night thinking about something, visualizing something, that thing comes true, then keep on doing that. You get me? Don't start cramming, oh, I have to start affirming now, and even though I don't like to affirm to myself, I'm gonna force myself because everyone says to. You don't have to do that. Because when you do things like that don't really resonate with you, you're forcing something that doesn't fit. It kind of feels weird to you, and yeah, maybe you will get used to it. That is also the case, because I know for myself, I was never that big of an affirmer in general, but I became an affirmer for a bit, and I still like to affirm in my mind and stuff, but honestly, states, that's where I'm at. That's when you just know that you got your tea and that's it. Just a state of mind. You're always in the state of mind of having what you want. That's what states is. And so that is what I'm saying here, is that if you feel as though one thing works great with you, don't force something else because you think that you have to because everyone else is doing it. It's not about what they're doing, nor is it about what worked for them. It's about what works for you. That's it. So go ahead, if you are new to the law of assumption, or if you are someone who's trying to figure out how to make this actually work out for you, I highly recommend looking into the multiple ways that you can manifest with either different techniques, different methods, or even just states, whatever it is, but find something that resonates with you. Because personally, for me, before I was truly knowledgeable about what states are and how they work within the law of assumption, I eventually figured it out, and then I realized for me, oh, this is what works best for me. So then I took it on, and that is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm not going to stress myself out with anything else. So yes, definitely find what's best for you. And the next point here as well is to not oversaturate saturate yourself to the point of overconsumption, looking at all these different videos of different people saying different things, kind of what I was saying earlier about not driving yourself crazy with a whole bunch of different content. I'm gonna be so completely honest with y'all. The only person that I've ever watched Law of Assumption videos on is Sammy Ingram. That was the only person, as y'all probably know. From my older videos, I used to mention her a lot because she was the person who really put me onto the law. And upon her putting me on, what I did for myself is that I would watch all the videos from her that I felt would give me good advice. You know, I would just watch whatever I felt resonated with me, and then I would take that advice and then I would apply it, and that was it. I didn't have to watch this person, that person, this person, and that person. I just stick to one person, and then that was it. And then eventually I came to another point where I didn't need to watch videos anymore, so all the information that I know, I just know it, and that was it. Okay, so besides that, I mean, I have read a few Neville Goddard books, have listened to some audiobooks as well, but that was basically it for me. I just went straight to the source, to the person who introduced me, and that's it. So if you feel like you're driving yourself a little nuts and crazy, trying to figure out, oh, do I have to do this, and this person said that, and don't, just remember what you know, okay? Remember what you've been taught and carry that on with you, and don't worry about anything less or more. It's all about your own comfort level, your own comfort zone, what you know, and what's being presented to you, and then taking it with you. That's it, all right? Now, another point that I want to make about healthily manifesting what you will with the law of assumption is to please move at your own pace, no matter what way that might be. Please move at your own pace. Do not think that because this person manifested a whole house in a day that you need to do the same, and if you can't, you're not a powerful man. Yes, you are. You are a powerful manifestor regardless of how long it takes you to manifest what you will, but even with that, remember that everything that you are manifesting is instant, okay? So it's not like you're gonna wait for it in terms of you have a separation. You are one with that desire, and if you truly know that, it will not feel like a separation. But even still, within this entire point right here, I need you all to understand that your journey is not the same as the next person's journey. You all are still individual people. That's why no two people look alike. That's why no two cells are alike. That's why no two fingerprints are alike. It's because everyone and everything is different, truly. And because you are a different person and you have your own life and your own experiences and your own beliefs and your own this, that, you have to do what works best for you, regardless of what anyone else is telling you. And I mean, yes, of course, you could always manifest what you want in the span of 3 days if you want to, like the next person, if you really wanted to, and if you feel like you can do that. But for the case that you might not feel like you are totally up to that energy of, oh, let me manifest $1 million in 3 days, you don't have to force yourself to try to cram down all the affirmations to get myself to believe that you don't, that's not even gonna help you. Like, you're hurting yourself because you're trying to cram affirmations so that you can believe in this. Yeah, no, I'd much rather you take your time into you easing your way into believing in this, so that for one, you can make the law of assumption journey and experience conscious manifestation a lot easier and simpler and more enjoyable for yourself. And so two, you can feel confident within the desire that you're manifesting, as opposed to extremely insecure because you can't manifest it like the next person did. Nobody cares except for you. So please stop caring about that. It's really silly, I feel, especially, I mean, even for me. I remember at the very beginning, yes, there were some points where I thought to myself, geez, I can't manifest this, and it's been a week and this person got it in a day, and what am I doing wrong? And boo, and you see right there, that is a very unhealthy cycle. You compare yourself to somebody else, you start asking yourself, why not you? You start spiraling, and boom, insecurity hits, and you're right back at a pit. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do that, and that's why I stopped doing that. I just completely stopped paying attention to what anyone else is doing a very long time ago, because I did not want to be as stressed out as that. I knew that I deserved more than that, and I knew that I was going to get what I want regardless, but I am someone who needs to take my time, and I'm okay with that. You know, of course, you can always change the way that you do the things that you do. You can always affirm to yourself, I manifest very quickly, very rapidly, and that's still a point that stands with myself. I manifest what I do very quickly, very rapidly, but I'm not going to force myself to feel something that I don't feel right now because somebody else did what they did in a day or two. You get me? So be very wise about where you place your energy, be very wise about who you pay attention to and what you take with you, and be very, very strong-minded when it comes to you not comparing yourself, making yourself feel like shit because of whatever else someone else is doing. It's not about them. Remember, you are the main character of your reality, so it's 110% all about you, 110% of the time. Now, okay, the next point that I am going to mention here is to please not burden yourself with the responsibility of this entire world, although you are, I will say, consciously in control of your reality. Yes, you are the god of your reality. Yes, you are capable to do whatever, and you can manifest whatever you want. But I will say that just because you can manifest whatever you want, and just because you have been manifesting your entire life, does not mean that now you should start piling on all of the things that you've done wrong and manifested the wrong way, and how it was your fault they cheated on you, and that's why your parents were such a it does not fucking matter, okay? For one, blaming yourself in this way is the least useful thing in this world. That is not what we're doing here. matter. Yeah, maybe the way that we perceive people does manifest. Maybe we saw someone as a major dick. They were a major dick because we assume that about them. But even then, are we really gonna sit here and give ourselves shit for that? I don't give a fuck. Are you kidding? You know how many people in my life, honestly, like I've assumed a lot of assholes in my life unintentionally. But even then, me looking back at that, I am not gonna sit there and feel like shit because of it. I do not give two single fucks because I didn't know about the law back then. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know that my intentions held some sort of meaning here. I didn't realize that my energy could have actually manifested something differently. Nor is it my responsibility to be sitting here and giving myself shit for that because that just does not matter. The only way from here is up. That's all that matters, is that now you know, okay, I can make wonderful situations out of everyone, everything, then let me do that. That's all that matters, because honestly, the past is the past. Although yes, I do assume that past, present, future are all the same thing. I don't believe in time, so yeah, again, it's all the same thing to me, but even so, it just does not matter. And I highly urge you, if you are someone who is doing this to yourself, where you blame yourself because, oh, this person was so mean to me, but I could have assumed different, just don't do it. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Even if that situation could have played out differently, it does not matter. Unless you want to revise it, which is you changing the past, literally changing your past through your assumption of the past being changed in your favor. Unless you want to do that, you can, but no one's pushing you to take responsibility for anything. It's just your life. The things that you went through, yes, you went through them, but now you're stronger, now you're better, and now just only move up from here. Only focus on what's ahead of you. That is the most important thing in this world, I feel, and especially to liberate yourself from the pain of the past. There is no point. Do not hold that close to you. It doesn't matter. You're a conscious manifestor now. You know who you are now, and you got this shit now. And even now, if you do manifest something the wrong way, where something could have worked out better and I should know better because I'm a conscious even then, it doesn't matter. Because shit, I know for myself, I've definitely manifested some crazy, not so favorable things into my reality, even with me knowing it, which low-key made it worse for me because I was like, oh my god, I'm making everything so much harder for myself. But that didn't matter, and it doesn't matter, and it is what it is, and I don't give two single fucks or shits at all, okay? I know my energy now, I know my power, and I know that even throughout these times where maybe I manifested an undesirable circumstance or anything, it simply does not matter to me, because through those experiences that I've had, I've learned to only embrace further my power, where now it's, you cannot touch it. I will take control of my life. I will do what I have to do. I will work with what this reality is manifesting for me because I know it's the very best. I'm only doing what's best for me, and I don't care about anything else. I will perceive whatever to be the way that I want it to be, and that is it. That's all. That's all, honestly, to ease your mind off of the guilt and the pain and all that. Just, it does not matter. Give yourself chances. You have to. Within the law, I feel, if you want to get to a conscious manifesting point and you are someone who's been through a lot of stuff, you have to give yourself some grace. You need to give yourself chances. You need to give yourself some time. No, these are not limits. This is just you working with yourself, because just like I said at the very beginning of this video, I had to work with myself to get to this point. Maybe in another dimension, it was overnight where I became super aligned with who I am right now, but in this reality where I was perceiving things a little bit differently, I had to let myself get to that point, and now I'm here. And now I know what it takes and what it is to be where I am right now today. And I'm gonna tell you guys that if you are consciously manifesting what you want and what you will, please be the healthiest, lenient, not unresponsible, but lenient on yourself. Be kind to yourself. And yes, kindest person that you possibly can be to yourself. You need to be kind, you need to be good, and you need to be by your own side. Your own loyalty is extremely important here. You guys have the power in your bag, down packed, and you can't play about it. But that's exactly why I made this video today. It's because I entirely, from the bottom of my heart, understand what it is to feel super stressed out within manifesting what I want, feeling very unhealthy, feeling like I was driving myself crazy. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I be like this person? Why can't I do that? All this sad stuff, which made me backtrack for a bit, if I'm being honest, because yes, that is what happened to me. At one point, I was backtracking. I learned so much about what it was to be happy in this life. And then upon me finding out all these different things within the law of assumption, of course, they were very liberating. I feel very free and very enlightened. But all those little limiting things that I was telling you about, like blaming myself, comparing myself, being hard on myself because of the time, shitting on myself, feeling incapable, all that felt like I was totally backtracking. And that is why I think the law of assumption was presented to me. It's so that I could have overcame all that stuff, which is exactly what I did. I overcame all the stuff that I felt was a huge limit in my life before, even the things that I think was at the bottom of my heart, because I felt as though I truly did master what it was to have ease, peace, happiness in my life. But then if that came in my way and made me feel as though I wasn't capable anymore, then that just means that there were more things for me to work through, which is what I ended up doing. And upon me working through all those things, now I can confidently say that there is nothing in this life that can get me down at all. There is no backtracking. So yes, the law of assumption has taught me beyond words what it is to be my most powerful self. It has taught me to be strong, to be confident in myself, to be the most limitless person that I can possibly be, and there's nothing standing in my way now. And that is exactly why I needed to show you all today that there is a way to healthily go about manifesting what you will within the law of assumption without driving yourself nuts or crazy, okay? If you got it like that since day one, I am so happy for you. God bless you for real. You were made for this shit. And even if it didn't come so easily to you like it didn't for me, you were still made for this shit. Because if I got here, I am the prime example for you. You need to understand, I'm a person who was very, 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 very freaking wounded all the way through. I was a very, very deeply insecure, fearful, just not the person that I am today. But I don't shame her. I just understand that I grew from her, and I'm so freaking happy I did. And I know that you can do the same for yourself, and I intend that you all do. You all are so unbelievably powerful. Please remember everything that I'm saying here. Please take it easy with yourself. You can always manifest or assume that this comes very easily to you. Okay, you do not have to suffer like I did. I just did because I had a lot of deep-rooted shit that I felt like I couldn't work through. But even then, I still had to choose to work on those things because I knew that I wanted to get to this point of empowerment, and so I did. And so I'm here, and that's exactly why you're following in my footsteps, and you're getting yourself there as well, because you are already there. You're already one with that, all right? Remember to make this as easy as possible for yourself, like I said. Assume oneness with all of your desires. Remember, there's no separation. Do not compare yourself. Do not talk down yourself. Do not give yourself all this responsibility of the pain of the past. Do not hurt yourself. Do not do anything that you know does not align with you, and work with yourself no matter how long it takes. It's all infinite, like right here. Time is still the same, all right? So it's not gonna take you long. Don't worry. But regardless, I wasn't counting time either. That's another thing. I was not counting time. I wasn't like, it's been a year, it doesn't matter. I'm here. That is the point. That's all that matters. And you will be seeing the same when you manifest what you do. Okay, my love? Okay then. May God bless you all always. Please take care, everyone. Please do what you have to do for you and keep on going strong. Y'all got this all the way through. And you truly do. You truly do. So that's why you're gonna keep going. That's why you're gonna get what you want. That's why you're only moving up from here. It's because you believe in the power that you hold inside and out. Nothing here is stopping you, nothing here is scaring you, and you're healthily, very healthily gonna go about manifesting what you want and what you will. So if you know that you want what you want, give yourself time to get used to that. Remember to focus on your own journey. Remember to take your own time. Remember to work on yourself. Use the law of assumption very healthily for you, especially if, again, you are someone who was like me, very wounded at one point. We're not victims though. Shit, don't get it twisted. We are not victims. We rose up, the fuck? We came from the dead. We rose up from the dead. Shit, the Walking Dead. We rose, what is it? The rose that broke through concrete, the rose that grew through no, that's not it. The rose that grew from concrete, is that what? Okay, whatever. Shit, it's true though. Okay, we are roses that broke through the cement in the floor. We got this. Nothing can stop us. So let's keep it going like that. I love you all so much. I really do. And I know that you will be as successful as you want to be, because you already are right now. And I believe in you more than anything. And if you resonate with me at all, just know that you're gonna make it. I promise. I promise on God, you're gonna make it. It's already done. It's done. And I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to see your life be the way that you want it to be, and you deserve it. I love you all so much. God bless you all always. Bye.